All right, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? That was a bad start. Welcome back. Another Sunday, another episode of the Always Chillin' Podcast. I'm not starting over. Skinny D and the Sandman in the barbershop once again. Um, we haven't talked about that submarine at all. Do you want to talk about that? Or
Please do.
The submersible.
What you think first?
What do you mean?
What you
What
think
do I
about
think
it?
about it?
Yeah, what you think about it?
Shit, where to start, man? Like, it's a complicated thing. Because, and I don't mean any disrespect when I say any of the stuff.
Rest in peace.
The
Rest in
stuff I'm
peace.
about to say. It was horrible. It was probably really scary. It's like a really bad way to die. And I wish it wouldn't have happened. That being said, at first it was kind of hard for me to feel bad. Because it's like, I mean, you spent, how much was it, like $250,000?
$250,000.
You spent
a piece.
You spent $250,000 a piece to go, like, at the end of the day, it's like it's wet metal in the dark. Like, it's not like it would be cool to see, but it's like it's not gonna change my life. Like, I feel like pictures of it, and like the movie Titanic shows the footage of it. It's like the footage probably gives the same effect.
The show Drain the Ocean.
Yeah, and
I've seen it.
And they're looking at a screen mostly anyway. Because did you watch the video of him giving like the tour? Of
Yeah,
the thing?
bro.
So that where the window's at, that's where the toilet is. That's where they were like taking shits and stuff. Or
Like
whatever.
that alone can kill you. We're talking what they say, 12 hours up and down.
Yeah, some crazy weird shit. Yeah.
My thing is, I don't think people really wrap their mind around how deep 13,000 feet really is and the damage that can cause. I mean, and they're like, send a submarine down. There's no reason for us to go that deep. We don't have anything to go that deep.
Yeah.
Then they say NASA and Boeing, they're like, no, we don't put our names in that shit. So how are they able to even use NASA and Boeing's name in this shit?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so there's a lot of red flags about it, and it's like you go down there and you're really only looking at it. You're looking at the Titanic, like you're next to it, but it's on a screen anyway. So it's like, what's
How
the
much?
point? So
I mean,
yeah. So at first it was kind of hard for me to feel bad because it was like, I was like, that's some rich people stuff, man. Like, you died doing some rich people
some
stuff
stupid shit.
that nobody else is ever gonna be able to do.
That's got to go down as one of the stupidest things to ever do.
So I don't know. And then I heard about, I guess one of them was a 19-year-old that like didn't want to go.
Yeah, and posted on Twitter.
Yeah.
He had reluctance about it.
Yeah, so that's sad. That's not like. So that's really sad. And then I'm like, I'm not glad anybody died, but I'm borderline glad one of the people that died was the CEO that like designed and built that thing, because like at least he's one of the people that killed finally.
I think they're gonna shut that shit down.
Yeah, well, they have to, because I watched.
I always thought it was illegal to
his-
dive on the Titanic anyway,
Yeah,
and I'm not sure if it was confirmed. I think I read this on Twitter where this guy actually bought the rights to the salvage of the Titanic, which is why he was able to pull these.
Yeah, I don't know, but I like all these old interviews are coming out, and people are watching them now, and people weren't really watching them at the time. But he's talking about like, oh yeah, we broke the rules because that's what it takes to advance technology, is breaking the rules. So like, we're not supposed to use carbon fiber, but we did. Like, and that's what broke, I guess, was his stupid carbon fiber.
And they never knew how that was gonna react.
Yeah, well, I think they did, and that's why nobody else uses it.
Right, it's like useless today.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't know.
It's
I don't know. I don't know
for
enough
things
about,
like that.
Yeah, I don't know enough about
useless.
carbon fiber, but
I
I
don't
guess
know enough about it.
I guess
either.
it doesn't work for that.
But I read some articles briefly on what carbon fiber, because bike parts. Even in the bike world, the like forks and handlebars, they're frowned upon because they're dangerous.
Yeah.
So knowing that about bike parts, I'm like, well, what the fuck? Why would he put that in the ocean? Why would he put that in the ocean?
Yeah. So at first it was kind of hard for me to feel bad, and then I felt a little bad, and then I was like, well, because I don't know, like they were looking for him for a couple days, and I was like, there's no way. Like if they were gonna find him, they would have found him by now. Like people thought that there was gonna be some miracle situation.
Okay,
where
how
they,
far was it out
they hear him banging and stuff.
from the shore? How far?
I don't know, pretty far.
Fucking hours, days.
Yeah.
First, and then
Yeah.
the banging shit.
Well, and then I'm like, if it imploded that first day, then what was the banging?
ooh.
You know, and seeing there's some stuff about it that's like I'm not getting like conspiracy about it. Like what I think happened is that thing like got crushed in the water,
It's ASAP.
like instantly.
I don't even think they made it.
Well, and I saw a thing that, well, yeah, there's no way they would have made it, but I saw a thing that said they definitely, because at first I was like, oh, maybe that's not that bad of a way to die, because maybe they didn't even know.
Wouldn't know. Wouldn't feel it.
Well, and then I saw a thing that said they definitely did know, because they would have heard like the shit cracking and stuff.
Oh,
For a little bit, and then they would have just been sitting there like, oh no, and then it would have happened. So they would have probably wouldn't have felt it, and they would have died instantly, but they knew that it was gonna happen.
okay. Because I spoke on, like, say they did
That
make it down,
and that would suck.
and lights go out, and they were actually down there, maybe, and then it imploded, and the part, and the debris came up. Say they did make it down. Could you imagine the hysteria?
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Oh
Well,
my
because
God.
it'd be pitch black.
You're not seeing anything, and I'm telling people this, like, the stages of the ocean, where
Yeah,
the
there's no
sun
light down
shines.
there.
Yeah, well, like, what the fuck are you really seeing?
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing.
You
You ain't seeing dark until you seen dark.
yeah
13,000
Yeah,
feet
so
down
they-
into the ocean.
yeah. So if they were just stuck in the dark for any period of time, that thing was tiny. First of all.
Yeah, I mean, basically,
And there's no chairs. You're just sitting on the floor, just like crisscross applesauce.
and the ocean is a beast.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah, I think we should stop fucking with it for a little while.
yeah, leave that ocean
At
the
least,
fuck
because
alone.
all those orcas are like sinking boats on purpose now.
Man,
which I'm a big fan.
gangbang mentality, boy.
Yeah.
Them Bloods and Crips right there.
I'm a big fan of that. Like,
What were they saying?
if
They're
you're
stealing.
gonna-
They're stealing. Not. They know humans are
Well, yeah, like,
responsible
if you're
for
gonna
taking
go-
their food.
if you're gonna go in there and try to take some shit from them, you better
You better be ready.
they're
and
gonna fight you
these-
for it, man.
These motherfuckers.
I'm about it. Like, they
are
have just as much of a right to it as we do.
taking parts of the boat, swimming off on your
Yeah.
ass, sinking boats and shit, bro. You
Yeah.
better leave that ocean alone, man.
Uh-huh. At
It-
least leave the Titanic.
At
alone.
least leave the Titanic alone. I think it was 40, 50 miles out, maybe. I could be
Yeah.
wrong. It's probably more.
I don't know. And then that guy, like, he chose not to get any of it, like, safety certified or whatever. And I heard the waiver is like it was like many pages long. People had to
and
sign
it
all
mentioned
this shit.
death several times.
Yeah,
It's once for me.
yeah. I don't.
Like, huh? Nah, we actually found a video last night. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Before we leave it here, it was a guy, I can't remember his handler or anything, but he was supposed to go on mission 3, and they never launched. And he had paid his money, and I think they did like a test run. They only did like 3,000 feet, and they came back up because of the weather or something. Well, the guy offered him a spot on the next mission, and he didn't go. He said no, and that happened.
Damn.
Yeah, it's probably about a 20-minute long video. Like, he's out there, he's in the thing, like it's legit. I'm like, and he said he chose not to go.
Shit. I didn't know that he had been doing this for a while.
I didn't know either. Like I said, I always thought it was illegal to dive, but it's international waters.
Yeah.
That's a whole
It's
different
just
ball
anything
game right
goes.
there.
You can just make your own submarine and go down there.
I mean, cartel, fuck. I think they pretty much got that mastered. And maybe those was one of his silent partners. But let's talk about the controller, bro. You didn't even get a real PlayStation or a real Xbox controller.
See.
You ain't got the Walmart Logitech.
Could have been a better controller. I don't mind.
Not
that
to
it
say
was a
that would have been the
controller.
difference, but
No, I mean it would.
maybe it would have been.
It wouldn't have been.
We fucking. with
No, I
those.
mean not if the problem was the carbon fiber getting crushed, man. The controller ain't gonna help.
Oh my God. Yeah, you would hear that.
Yeah.
And then just, nah, I ain't fucking with that ocean, man.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel really bad about that 19-year-old that didn't want to go. Thinking
Especially-
about his last moments, man. Like,
Seeing that.
well, and then it's fucked up that like they had a documentary that was like, as soon as they figured they were out of oxygen, the documentary went up. Like, that shit's fucked up to me. And then like when the Queen dies, they have a documentary out like that minute. So it's like you made this like probably I bet that documentary for the Queen and shit they probably made like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
They're just waiting like
Just
any day
wait.
now.
Any day now.
Like
She should have been gone like
we're gonna
30
drop that
years
documentary
ago.
for the Queen. They had to keep updating it. It started as like a 20-minute documentary and it ended up being like
She should have been
3
gone
hours.
a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know, that just seems fucked up, man. Like
Then we got the, I guess we can stay on the conspiracy. I've heard several people say, I don't even think anybody was in there.
Yeah. But then it's like, for what? What was the point?
The cover up, whatever the cover up maybe this time. But yeah, like I kind of said that too. Like, what's the point? Just like these rich motherfuckers sending these capsules up in space.
Yeah.
Like we got people fucking with the ocean. Like there are these types of people, tycoons.
I mean, I believe it. I believe that shit happened.
That are probably doing even more than this,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll never know. And how did we know about this? Because they didn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think they even made it down that deep, bro.
No, well, I guess they were gone for like an hour and 45 minutes when they lost contact,
And
they figure that
it takes how
that's
long?
probably when it happened too. Was at that hour 45 minutes.
Takes how long to get down?
I don't know.
Hours.
A while. But then the Navy said that they heard the implosion like days ago.
See, that's where I'm.
So like they knew about it for days, and they were like, "We're just not gonna mention."
But we're okay.
Like,
but
we're just
we're
not gonna
talking
tell
about
anybody.
hours floating down there, so it ain't like the debris just gonna come right up. It might have took 10 hours for that shit to float back up, and some might have floated down.
Yeah, well, all of it floated down probably.
Yeah, probably pretty much all of it floated down. Damn. Then what
And I was like, there has to be some kind of way they could do like a kind of like a parachute where they like pull a thing and then like it like gets lifted.
I think they had those.
Maybe that would go. I mean, that doesn't matter if it imploded. I guess.
I think they had those on there, but you know, when the lights go out, you have no comms, anything. It's a wrap, bro.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. I'd rather blow up than just sink to the bottom and just gotta fucking sit there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's the deepest deep water salvage anybody's ever done?
I don't know.
I know that exists.
Deepest deep water rescue.
There was the guy that they found in the ship, sitting in the air pocket. He had been down there. What?
Yeah.
There was that one, but I don't know how deep he was.
The deepest one ever was 1,500 feet.
Oh shit, we're talking
we're
13,000.
13,000.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. Ain't nobody coming. What's the deepest any U.S. sub can go?
All the way to the bottom, man.
Yeah, probably us, knowing us. I mean, shit, we got planes that can fly at 90,000.
Well, this is for the Los Angeles class submarine. I don't know anything about submarines. But I guess they don't like to go deeper than 3,000 feet usually.
Because what do they call that? Crush depth.
Yeah.
So that we're talking still what?
Yeah, they probably just stay above.
10,000 more.
I bet they can. I bet they have stuff that can go way, way, way down. But
why?
Yeah, it's like,
Why?
It's like for what? Like
Why?
they don't have to, and it just seems risky. So if they can stay above where they would get crushed, then they probably
Nobody can even dive 3,000 feet in scuba gear. You're powder. You're guppy food.
Yeah, so pretty much water's scary. I think ocean's scarier than space, right?
I think ocean is the space. You know how I feel about space. I think the ocean is more space than fucking space.
Well, space, like, there's nothing up there, really.
Nothing. The ocean, bro.
There's all kinds of weird shit in there.
I mean,
all kinds of stuff that doesn't want us fucking with it.
Right. I mean, for all we know, there's islands and massive land masses. Man, there could still be fucking dinosaurs running around out there because we don't know.
Why be so obsessed with seeing a place where a bunch of other people died? Anyway?
First, are you that fucking rich to where you're just that out of touch? I think you're just out of touch.
I mean, it's like it's interesting and weird, but it's like I'm not gonna risk my life about it.
Well, that's the thing they're saying. The Titanic, the irony in it was the Titanic was built by a rich guy who put a bunch of rich people in Paris the same way.
Yeah, but it's like leave it alone, man.
Leave it alone.
It's a lesson. There's a lesson in there somewhere.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Why would man? That's got to be the most expensive funeral.
The dude was just obsessed with the Titanic. I don't understand that either. Some people are like obsessed with it.
And why?
I don't know. It was cool. It was a huge failure.
Huge failure.
And it's like it's just a boat.
But the crazy thing is, the Titanic was definitely a Titanic for its time, but ships are like 3 times bigger than that fucking thing was now. And they're still being tossed around in the ocean like they ain't shit.
Yeah, man.
You ever interested in the cruise?
Nah.
Nah. He said nah.
Nah, and I almost was for for a little bit before COVID.
Right. Oh,
and then when COVID first happened, and they were like, "You guys just can't leave the boat." Like
had all the ships out in the middle of the ocean.
You're like a prisoner.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's how it kind of started, huh?
Yeah, like they're just like, "Oh, we're not going back to land. We're just gonna stay out in the ocean."
They wouldn't let anybody get off the ship. And people, there were people that actually died on those ships.
Yeah, just trapped on the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then I'm like, you're kind of like at the mercy of just whatever is happening out there, really. Like, there's nothing you can do about it.
Nothing. And we talking miles and miles. Well, my homeboy years ago went on a cruise. And this scary ass motherfucker, like I think he went with his girl. He had graduated to be a travel agent, so they had all won this trip on this cruise and shit, right? Everything paid for it. And they could have took a friend, but I'm like, nah, bro. Man, this dude came back and he was just looked unhealthy. I'm like, damn, dog, what's up? He's like, man, you didn't even see birds out there. And I was like, and I let that soak in. He's like, man, there ain't even no fucking birds flying around.
Yeah, no way.
And if you don't see birds, that means there ain't no fucking land in fucking sight. And he said he's just out there. He said everything went smooth, man, but he said he never left the room. And he had the curtain closed the whole time. He's like, man, I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't eat, man. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't shit right on this ship, man. I could not wait to get back home. I was like, damn, how overrated is a fucking cruise? And you're just at the mercy of the ocean.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a 6-foot wave.
No. And that would even look pretty big.
That'd knock your ass out, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about a 40-footer. Where it's looking down at the ship and you, nah, I'm good on that. Not a cruise. I'd get on a plane before I did a fucking ship.
Well, I'm fine with flying. I don't know that I'm ever going to really do too much in the ocean.
Anything on the water. I had my other homeboy, they went fishing down in Florida, and this dude's a big dude. This dude's 6'5", 280, and they out there like fishing for the boat. Marlins and shit.
Yeah, fuck that, too.
So the dude's like, yeah, man, if we don't get you on the first turnaround, you're fish food. And I'm like, fuck? What? Nah, I'm not going. I'm good on this trip, dog. Nothing with the ocean. I don't even really fuck with a lake.
Yeah.
You never really know what's in a lake. People dump shit off in fucking lakes.
Yeah, I'm all right with the lake. The lake water does kind of gross me out a little bit.
Yeah, especially around here.
Yeah. Well, and it's mostly because I only ever really get into pee. I'm like,
get into pee.
Yeah, right? So I'm like, I gotta pee. I'm like, cannonball.
Sure, I've done that.
Yeah.
Sure, I've done that.
It's like the only reason I get into the lake anymore is just to piss in it. So.
And I can swim. Like, I can swim like a fish. But just certain bodies of water, especially the ocean.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. Maybe I've listened to too much, like, true crime stuff or, like, watch too much murder or whatever. But, like, I don't know. Drowning just sounds like, it just sounds like a real bad way to go.
Okay, I think I've had this discussion.
It sounds like really painful.
Fire.
And scary.
Would you rather be set on fire or would you rather drown? Fire, you're gonna feel it.
Well, it depends.
You're gonna hear it.
Well, the fire thing, I get you're only gonna feel it for like
numb you out
a millisecond, and then all your like nerve endings burn, and if the fire's hot enough, it's instant.
You're out of there, gone. Drowning.
Yeah, drowning like
you're gonna.
It's pretty fast.
You're gonna have a visual.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear yourself.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna go fire.
And I feel like there's almost like drowning, like there's almost even like a little bit of hope still the whole time, maybe.
Yeah, the visual.
Like maybe
Right.
you're like almost getting back to the surface or whatever, and you're like, oh, I'm almost gonna make it, but then you don't or something, you know. So like,
Yeah, I'm gonna go fire.
yeah, I think
I'm gonna go
fire
fire.
might be better.
Yeah, I'm gonna go fire.
I mean, neither one's that good.
Either one's not good, but
Neither. I don't. That wouldn't be my preferred. I'm trying to do like a in my sleep when I'm 110 type situation.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
That'd be all right.
yeah. Speaking of that, man, I was looking at, I've been getting hits on my ancestry.
Yeah.
I'm really starting to piece shit together. And I'm like, a lot of my people lived well into their hundreds on both sides, my mom's side and my dad's side. So I'm like, shit, man, let me see what's up at about 110.
Yeah.
If I can get it, I'm gonna try to get it. Fuck
Mhm.
it. The way science, technology, and
Yeah, that's what
medicine
I'm
is
saying.
today, shit, they're gonna be handing out bionic arms and shit in a minute, man.
Pretty
Shit.
soon.
We have a bunch of $1 million motherfuckers walking around here.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna see what's up.
Yes,
Shit.
that's what I'm going for. That'd be the preferred. Preferably, I don't drown or get set on fire.
Well, to go back to the Ocean Gate thing, there's just some. I'm not going.
Yeah.
So like, I ain't gonna be there.
Mm-mm.
There's certain shit where just I ain't gonna be there. I'm not gonna be there. I don't even want to be there to spectate.
I saw a bunch of people talking about I'm not that white,
Right.
Like, I'm white.
Yeah, I'm white.
but I'm
man.
not go to
Ain't
the
that
Titanic
white.
wreckage white.
Yeah, that's some super
That's
duper white,
real white.
rich ass shit. To where
So how much money do you even have to have where you get that bored? You're like,
where are
you're
you?
like,
Yeah,
man,
where
like,
are you at?
I need to spend $250,000 right now.
We talking $250,000.
Like when I think of winning the lottery, I think of like six. I'd like, oh, I'd get myself a new place. I'd buy my parents a new place. Get my brother and sister a new place. You know, take care of my wife's family a little bit. Get everybody new cars, and I'm like, and I would still have that's
Some
like
change.
yeah, like that's like $2 million, and then I would still have $400 million left, and no idea what to spend it on. So is that just what happens when you get that rich? You just get like really bored.
I think so.
Yeah,
Motherfuckers buy tigers and shit
it's a
and
good
get
problem to
mauled
have,
by 'em
man.
and shit.
It's a good problem to have.
Buying Travis the monkey and shit, and it kills your fucking neighbors type
Well,
shit.
see, it kind of feels like only rich people go out in weird ways like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember the show? I think it was called like 1,000 Ways to Die or
Yeah,
some shit.
rich
It was
people.
all the rich people. You know what I'm saying? Their fucking sculpture they bought from Budapest fucking
Yeah, I
falls
think-
on them and shit.
I think middle class folks. I think if you stay in the middle class,
You
that's
gonna stay
probably
alive.
yeah, that's probably where you're like in die in old age territory.
Tycoon.
Yeah, you get too rich, you're gonna die in.
What
like
we
a
say? What was that? Just
stunt plane
billionaire.
crash.
Like,
Well, I mean, Kobe dying in a helicopter crash. That's not normal.
that's
people
not
stuff.
normal people shit. It's
That's
not.
that's a rich person.
It's
way.
not. And they said that dude rolled like it was his, like it was a car. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that ain't normal people. I'm not doing that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Especially a fucking helicopter.
Well, I'm never gonna be able to afford that.
We're talking helicopter over a plane. And I always thought this about helicopters. Like they're at the mercy of the weather.
I mean, they're not too bad.
Well, we talking to you.
Yeah. Helicopters are okay.
I'm not doing it. I had a chance to ride a helicopter.
I mean,
one
it just, I
time, and
guess,
was just
like everything. I guess it just depends on how good the dude is at flying it. You know,
I guess I just
like
look
if
at
this is the guy's first day, maybe he can't handle that much wind. But if the dude's been doing it for 30 years, he probably don't give a fuck if it's windy. You know?
ridden on a helicopter
Yeah, lots of times.
in the military.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's like, I mean, some dude. I don't know how long they go to.
It's just some dude.
Yeah, you know, like I don't know how long they go to training for, but it can't be super long. Everybody there is like 20, like, you know.
How long does it take to? I mean, we talking about under duress. I mean, we talking about
Yeah.
getting shot at and shit.
Yeah.
Like, how long does it take
Well,
for?
Well, I mean, training's intense.
Yeah.
That's-
Well,
I
yeah. Fuck
mean-
yeah. Especially that. Do they have the skill
I
before
bet
they
it's-
come
I
in?
bet it's a couple years. All right. Okay. So if you have a degree already, you go to this is from not in the Army at all to being an Army helicopter pilot.
So all the chopper pilots are Army guys.
I mean, most of them.
Most of them, really.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Marine Corps doesn't. They don't have their own.
I don't think so.
Really?
I know there's no Marine Corps jet pilots. The Navy does that.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think the Army flies like. I'm sure there are some. I just don't. I just can't really remember.
Probably certain
I
kind.
can't remember who was flying them, but the Blackhawks and stuff, the Army flies those. Okay, so from not in the Army at all, but you already have a degree. It's 12 weeks. 12 weeks in basic, so boot camp. Flight school is 32 weeks.
Ooh.
And then specialty training after that is maximum 23 weeks. So that's 60.
Years, okay. We talk about a year and some change already.
67 weeks. I mean, it's less than a year and a half.
Less than a year.
And then you're like, go to Afghanistan. Yeah,
That's in the fire, man.
Yeah, so it's fast.
So what's the degree?
Well, I mean, whatever.
Whatever.
Just
Just as long as you have a degree.
Yeah.
Man. That's on the job fucking training for your ass right there.
Yeah, so all the times I flew in a helicopter, it could have been a dude with a year.
He could have just got there.
Could have been a guy with a year experience in helicopter flying.
But he was a bad motherfucker, though.
And like no experience in actually doing it. You know, like training is probably one. I bet it's a lot less stressful. I bet even if nothing happens when you go on a mission, like I bet it's way more stressful.
Yeah.
Like the first, I bet especially the first one, when you're like, okay, I hope I don't crash this helicopter full of people. You know, it's stressful, man. Those are some bad dudes.
Yeah, those some bad motherfuckers.
That's a lot of stress and responsibility, dude.
Damn, less than a year of training.
Well,
for
especially
that.
I mean, it's more than a year, but especially the troop carrier thing, like the ones that have like you carry like 30 dudes in, like you fuck up and kill 30 dudes today.
Those things are that big, fit 30
I
dudes.
mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's a guess, but I'm sure the big ones, yeah.
Damn.
The ones with like the two, the big ones.
What is
the
that?
rotor on the front and the back?
Chinook or some shit?
Yeah, something.
God damn. I didn't know what it is that, but I've never seen one on the ground.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's a lot of stress, man.
That is a lot of fucking stress.
Why are we even talking about flying helicopters?
Flying, rich motherfuckers doing stupid ass shit.
Well, yeah. It just depends on how good the pilot is, I guess.
Sending rockets up into space and shit, which I didn't believe.
That's just too rich, man.
That's just you could have killed Michael Strahan, Captain Kirk went, who else? A couple of other people. And you know what? This is where I call bullshit on that shit. Like,
I didn't even see that. I don't even know what you're talking about.
When one guy sent the rocket up, and then I think the Virgin James, whatever his name, they both sent the rockets up to space. Michael Strahan went on one, and
I don't even remember that.
What's it? Jeff Bezos. I think it was over COVID when they launched those fucking things up there.
Oh yeah, Jeff Bezos.
And then what was the other guy? Richard Branson, I think his name was.
I would go to space before I went into the ocean.
Okay.
Something about space seems less scary to me.
I don't know.
Seems a lot more futuristic.
Like I said,
drowning in the ocean is like people have been doing that for like millions of years now.
Yeah, fucking with that.
Not that many people have died in space
that we know of,
or going to space.
Yeah, that we know of.
You know, like tons of people drown in the ocean.
Yeah, boats sink.
That's been happening forever. Space is probably only like how many people have died going to space? It's got to be like 10,
something like that. 7,
maybe
7, maybe. I think it was. I think a Russian crew was like the most of it. It was some Russian crew.
Yeah,
I think they tried to go.
One.
I think they tried to go before we did. Back
Challenger
in the day.
one was like 6 or something.
8, that was what
6 people.
7, 8, 9. I think it was
something like that. So, I mean, less than 20. Probably like millions of people have drowned.
That's a good point.
Is it? I don't think it is that good of a point.
That's a good point.
I don't even know what I'm.
But I'm not going.
I don't even know why we're talking about.
I'm not even doing that.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. I would go to.
Like my grandma said, if
God talk me into going to space sooner than going to the Titanic.
I feel like that space shit when they sent them fucking things up there, they should have had cameras on the outsides of the things.
They did.
We should have been able to see.
They did. I mean, I just watched a video of Michael Strahan in space.
I need a panoramic view. I need the whole view. I want to see the bottom. I want to see all the way around.
You always,
I want to see on top.
But how would you know that's not fake?
Exactly.
You know, so it's like
exactly.
So could they even show anything that you would know like 100% isn't fake?
Exactly.
Like is it even possible to do that?
Those are all my points. Those are all my points, which is why I call bullshit on that shit.
Yeah.
I didn't believe it for I still don't believe it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're going to call bullshit forever because
the ocean, we know it's real. James Cameron showed us that. and anything that has to do with the ocean or something fucking crazy where there's only one motherfucker that's ever been there and it's him, he's on the scene. And I called it. When this Ocean Gate shit, even I said they're gonna call James Cameron. First motherfucker they interviewed was James fucking Cameron.
Yeah,
that dude. If you watch that
interview,
he's been
to the Titanic a bunch of times.
Yeah, a bunch of times.
He has his own little sub too.
Yeah, went to the Mariana Trench. I think it said it took him like 30-something hours to get to the Mariana Trench. They were only down there for less than an hour because his shit started to collapse, and they had to come right up. And if you watch his interview, you can see he's kind of like, he's like just reckless.
Yeah.
He said the same, there was a lesson in this.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there is, for real.
There's a lesson in this shit.
There is, man.
There's a lesson. And there's just some shit that just don't, they're just like, you seen these dudes with the bird suits on and shit? They're jumping off mountains and they're fucking flying like birds with these suits on. Yeah, they're they're rich fucking dudes. Man, fuck that shit.
I'm not one of those like, no one should, like, if you have that much money, like the government should take it away from you or whatever. But it's like, imagine if all those people that spent $250,000 to go see the Titanic had fucking died, had just donated it to something. Like, imagine they just went to their like rec center and just went, here's $250,000. Like, get some nice shit.
We talking $250,000.
But now, like, they spent, there was $1 million spent on going down there, not including all the money that was spent on the fucking submarine that didn't even work, and it was all for nothing. Like, it was just a fucking waste of money for nothing. The guy that they paid is dead now.
You know what I'm waiting on? I'm waiting on the interviews of what was this, Mission 5?
Yeah,
I'm waiting on the interviews from Mission 1 to...
Yeah, there's going to be... I am too. I'm excited to hear about...
Can they sleep?
I don't know. Did they have to sign NDAs and stuff, you think?
Ooh. Good question.
Because is that why we've never heard of it? Because part of the big contract is like an NDA. Like, you won't tell anybody that the shit was sketchy as fuck.
Oh, I haven't heard anything about that yet.
Because I had no idea that people did this.
I said I always thought it was illegal.
Yeah.
But then again, we're talking about, I mean...
Yeah, rich people can do whatever they want, man.
Where was there? Years ago, there was a basketball player named Bison Dele. His dad was actually the lead singer from Earth, Wind, and Fire. He was an avid fisherman. Like, this dude, like, collected yachts and shit. Well, long story short, him and his brother, and I think it was just him and his brother, maybe another chick or something, were in international waters on this yacht. And he kills his brother and throws him over the side in international waters. This dude walks free today. Came back on the yacht, docked it, like, yo, where's your bro? Don't know. Was never charged. International waters, no investigation. So,
damn.
Yeah, man, there's that.
Sketchy out there, dude.
Sketchy as fuck.
You gotta worry about pirates.
Pirates and shit. Nah.
I don't think they have.
Nah. Probably not in that area.
No,
We're talking Canada, Newfoundland. But I don't know.
It's like up in the Arctic.
Yeah, that's up there. Yeah, ain't no pirates fucking around up there.
No. So were there other people waiting for their turn to go down? Because they said it was like an 8-day expedition or something. Like,
and that's what we watched on the video. The guy said they were going to be out there for 9 days.
Yeah, do they take like a different group of people
Up
down
and
every
up
day?
And down.
I wonder. Like, were there people who were like, "Oh, it's our turn next. I'm excited,"
Ooh. And just waiting up there, and
Yeah.
oh my God, yeah, damn.
be like, "Whew."
Glad we better than man, yeah, because this was the 5th mission.
I mean, you'd have to think if there was, that would make you think about how you're spending your
9
money.
days. Wait a minute. So you're 9 days out, or fuck? Oh man, how many? How
Yeah.
fucking far out are we?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's
Let's
see
look
if
that
I
up.
can-
How many
see if I
fucking
can look
miles
up-
are we off the coast? Never mind how deep. Let's.
Let's see.
'Cause shit,
Is
when
their website still up?
I think they took everything down.
No, it's still up.
Is
man.
it?
I can still like book a Titanic expedition.
Oh man, it ain't
Straight
funny.
up.
It's funny, but it ain't.
Expedition highlights the dive experience.
I remember being in the ocean
All right.
and just even
Here's their
being.
calendar of upcoming expeditions. Let's see what they got on here.
Oh shit. 40 yards out.
This
And-
is gone. There's no way that this is still up. There's no way the upcoming is still up. There's a
Damn.
lot of people involved. Damn, dude, I can't believe they didn't take their website.
Damn.
They got like videos of the founder guy like giving thumbs up and shit.
Was he American?
Probably fucking asshole. They always are. Oh, they had all kinds of different expeditions they did. Look, oh, is their page about the submersible still up, man? Let's see. Their website's like insanely hard to load. It's trying to play like an IMAX movie every time I go to a page.
13,000.
Yeah. I'm trying to find out what the what the expedition was. Like you showed up and then
Yeah, why does it take 9 days?
yeah. But all I'm getting is articles about how these people were warned that this shit's a bad idea and they didn't care.
How the fuck far are we out? How many people are going to where it takes 9 days? And just sitting on the ocean for 9 fucking days?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Was there there had to have been they must have gone up and down
What kind of
multiple
boat we
days.
in?
So there had to. I bet there was a few people up there who were waiting their turn and shit. I bet you. But I don't know. Their website won't load at all now. I don't know if that was I don't know if me getting on it just now made them realize it was still up and they just took it down. But now when I click on their website, it says I
It's
can't.
out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit shut down.
So
They shutting that shit down, dog. Let us catch you out here fucking around with this Titanic.
yeah, now it says I was just on their website. Now it says Safari can't open page. Weird. Very weird. Like I was just looking at the whole thing. It was showing me videos and everything. And now Safari can't find page.
Yeah, I was just playing. I was
Well,
shit,
yeah, but
when
I
I
mean,
said
but
they took it down, I was just
we've had
playing.
music playing this whole time and it's going fine. So
Fuck.
like the internet's fine. All right.
Damn.
How far was Titanic from land? Let's see. Oh, guess. Give me a guess about how far away from land it was. What do you think?
50 miles.
370.
Oh!
I was worried about every time I do that, you guess you're like a million, and I'm like, no, like 200. Usually you way overshoot it and ruin my number, but yeah,
We talking
that one worked out.
400 fucking miles off
Yeah,
the nearest coast.
yeah.
Yeah, you kind of deserve that, homie. Yeah, that's why it took fucking 9 days, man.
Yeah.
Hell no. Like I said, we was in the ocean, man. We was just 40 yards out, and I was like, this is too far. It could just be a cliff right here where we just never see us again.
This.
Oh, hell no. 300? Man, let's call it 400.
Yeah.
So they were pretty
About
close.
400 miles.
Where was the Titanic supposed to dock at? Does anybody know that? New York, probably.
New York, yeah. It was going from somewhere in Europe to New York.
They were pretty.
Well, how far away were they from New York, though?
Yeah. Man, they were pretty close. Man, you imagine how slow the rescue was? Then it's a wonder anybody was rescued even back then. It ain't like they had planes or choppers or anything.
1,000 nautical miles away from New York. How many hours away?
They wasn't close to nothing.
How far off the U.S. coast? 450 kilometers. I'm trying to find one in regular miles.
Right. I don't even know what a nautical mile
I
is.
can't find one.
Like knots and
400
shit.
nautical miles away from. Oh well, this one says 463 miles. There's a lot of conflicting information on these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Too. One of them's like 1,000.
I mean, we're talking what 100 and
1,000.
Fuck, 100 and 100.
I'll convert 1,000 nautical miles in miles.
110 fucking years.
Well, this thing says 1,000 nautical miles is 1,100 miles. So one of the websites said 400 miles, and then the other one says 1,100 miles. All right, I'm gonna try to get to the.
What's a nautical
We'll try to
mile?
get to the. What is a nautical mile?
What does that mean?
Let's see. I don't know. I never had to be on a boat or anything. If I
Never.
would have stayed in a little longer, I would have had to.
Why?
Well, because we were going to Afghanistan and stuff instead. A nautical mile is a unit used in measuring distance at sea.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Here, this is what I want to know. Why is it different than a mile?
Right.
I don't know. It's just different because it's on the water. That's it. A nautical mile is just longer. They just made it up, and they were like, we're just going to make it a little bit longer.
Okay.
And that's it. It's 1.15 land miles. And it's just like, that's
So
just how long it is.
What is this? Mariner language?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds like a
Now
bunch
I
of
got to get back. Now I got to get back to the mystery of how far away from New York was the Titanic.
shit. Yeah, how far? Because they wasn't close to shit.
Yeah, well, that's the one that was giving me a bunch of different. Okay. All right. The Titanic went down 715 miles from the port of Halifax. I don't know if that's where they left from or something. And 1,250 miles from New York City,
So they were dead smack in the middle.
according to the Sun. Yeah, about 1,000.
Kind of in the middle of the track.
1,000 miles. Well, I mean, yeah, just about. I have a little map here.
And it took off from Halifax. Where the fuck is Halifax? Germany? Europe?
Yeah, I don't know, somewhere. I don't know if that's where it took off from. It just told me its distance from there for some reason. I don't know. The Titanic's complicated, man.
It is. Like I said, it's
There's a lot of
wondering
shit
anybody
going
was
on.
rescued, man, being out in that.
Yeah, that is.
And there were survivors in that shit.
Yeah, fuck, that'd be crazy.
We're talking 30-degree water or less.
That would be crazy. I can't imagine surviving that, dude.
Seeing it and shit.
Watching it go down.
You know what I'm saying? Seeing that shit. Oh, man. And again, dark.
Yeah.
Ain't no street lights. We talking fucking 19 whatever. Sharks. You seeing this shit?
Yeah. As soon as the lights on the boat went off, it was just.
Oh my
Dark
God,
out
bro. The hysteria. Again, there's the hysteria. Damn, bro.
That's scary.
Yeah, I'm good.
That's really scary.
Is that ships
Yeah.
are even
That'd
bigger
be-
today. And I watched those videos,
That'd be
man.
horrible.
The Rogue Wave videos. Like I get caught up in those shits, man.
Yeah, those are crazy.
Man, you see the one where the ocean liner, the Disney one, is just like it's a fucking piece of paper out here on the ocean, man. I'm like, man, fuck that shit, bro. Fuck that. Rogue waves.
Yeah, I'm probably done with the ocean, pretty much.
Yeah, they gonna shut the ocean down, man.
Pretty much forever.
They gonna shut the ocean down.
Yeah.
I think they need to regulate rich people on the shit they can do.
Well, I don't think they need to do that. It's just like
People are fucking
you're
dying.
just bored, man. You're just like bored, and I don't know. I mean, you can do whatever you want, and it kills you, fine, but it just feels like it feels like there was better ways to spend that money. I'm not saying do it for the greater good. I'm just saying like buy another fucking Lamborghini or something. Like if you're just bored and want to spend some money, like don't put your son in danger or whatever. You know, like and Matt, dude, like that kid's mom is probably like,
okay, where's the money go? Like, were these like
I don't know.
were these dudes married and
I'm sure most of them probably were.
damn.
Yeah. So that kid's mom was probably like, oh, honey, our son really doesn't want to go. You should let him not go. And his dad's like, he'll be fine.
Damn.
So it's a once in a lifetime experience.
So once in a lifetime dad, and that's what they said. Man, fuck that shit.
I mean, not really if it costs $250,000 and you got it like that.
You mentioned death 4 times in the goddamn waiver.
Like, if you have enough money that you can spend $250,000 on something like that, you have way more than $250,000.
$250,000.
Like, to get to a point where you can drop $250,000 on something stupid like that, it's like you got to have like $20 million in the bank, probably.
Chump change,
I would think, to the point where you're like, yeah, 250,000, I don't care. That's easy.
They didn't quite specify.
Like,
and I think you're just that rich when they don't. If they don't say millionaire, multi, or billionaire.
Well, I would hope nobody took out a fucking loan to do that shit or something.
It's funny, but it ain't.
Like, I would hope no one was like, I'm gonna put it on my credit card. But if you got a credit card with a $250,000 limit, you got
who are
money.
You? Right? Who are you? Who are these people paying $250? Like I said, we found this video, and this kid is young. He's fairly young, and we're like, where the fuck did he get 250 racks to go do this? To just drop on something like this.
There's not really too much about who these people were. It was 5 white dudes.
So 2 of the dudes were...
All right, so there was Hamish Harding, a British businessman, pilot, and space tourist. So he's been to space before.
Space tourist. Okay.
Shahzada and Suleiman Dawood, British Pakistani businessman, and his university-age son. Businessman. Paul Henri Narguillet, French diver and Titanic researcher, and Stockton Rush, the CEO of Ocean Gate, the owner of that fucking thing. So I don't know.
And he's just an owner, like he ain't a pilot, like he ain't got no other credentials.
No, he's just rich.
He's
the CEO of the thing
and had the money to build this shit.
Yeah.
See, and that's even stupider.
Well, and then he convinced these people, he convinced them it was safe. He convinced them it was a good idea because he didn't just say, hey, get in my submarine, let's go to the Titanic, and they were like, yeah, here's 250. Like, you had to convince them. You had to give them like a pitch and tell them all about the vehicle and tell them how safe it was and how cool it was going to be. It's not like they were asking him to go. He had to convince them to go with him.
Yeah, it ain't like, hey, man, you want to get in my boat and take a ride? Yeah, it ain't that.
Yeah, like, oh, you want to jump in my homemade submarine and go? And no, he showed them fucking videos and probably sent them a whole marketing packet. And that's why I was trying to look at this website because there's a webpage. There was one of the pages was called Our Submersibles, and I was going to see what it said about it.
So he makes these things.
Yeah. Yeah, his company designed them.
Who's buying these?
No, his company uses them.
Oh, okay. Oh, he makes them for him.
Yeah,
okay, right. Okay. I'm gonna say, who the fuck is just buying these?
I don't know, dude. Yeah, the website just doesn't work.
Have you seen those fucking things though? Those jet things that it's like a jet ski that you can get into, and you can go underwater and.
Oh yeah.
That's too much.
I have seen those. Yeah, I don't.
I'm not interested in that. I think 2 Chainz had one on his show, most expensive.
I'm really trying to look at one of these Our Submersibles pages, but they both don't fucking work.
They probably took all that shit down.
Well, it was gonna let me look at it, but literally 15 minutes.
Somebody's
ago.
monitoring that shit as you
so
back. God damn.
They're like, this dude's not rich enough.
Yeah.
He can't be on this website.
Get him out of here.
Broke people should never laugh.
Damn.
Yeah, it's not gonna let me look at it. But anyway, that's just about all the time we got. But yeah, and then as soon as the submarine shit's over, it's like, oh, by the way, somebody's trying to overthrow Russia.
See, is that the cover up?
Well, no, because they didn't cover it up. Everybody knew about it.
Yeah, everybody knew about it. Twitter's a motherfucker, man. And that shit.
And then he was, I guess, the guy that was doing the mutiny or whatever was just like, never mind. That's weird
So
too.
I said
He's just like, I don't.
old motherfucker too.
He's like, I changed my mind.
Yeah.
He's like, I just want to let you know I could if I wanted to.
Like, where this dude come from?
Yeah. Yeah, I was reading a thing about he had 25,000 dudes ready to roll, and then they said he just left. They're like, he just walked away.
And Putin scared.
Yeah. Yeah, they just decided that they weren't going to riot or whatever anymore. And I saw a bunch of videos of them digging up all the roads into Moscow and shit.
Heading that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, they were heading that way.
Maybe
he was just fucking with them. Like, he started heading that way, and then he dug up all the roads, and then dude was like, yeah, never mind. We weren't coming anyways. We was just fucking around.
Yeah.
And now all the roads are fucked up.
I saw that. I don't know what that's about.
It's weird, man.
It is.
They got problems.
Yeah, they do.
Putin's about to have bigger problems
Within,
than Ukraine.
you know what I mean? Talk about a fucking implosion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally.
Two kinds of implosions.
Two kinds.
Yeah. So that was weird. It's like the submarine thing happened, and then it was just like, oh, by the way, Russia's about to get overthrown. Like, what?
What?
Weird.
I
and they're like, I saw an article. It's like, it's been 30 years since the last armed insurrection in Russia or whatever, since the last like attempted coup. And I was like, 30 years seems like, well, I guess the 90s, wasn't that like Soviet Union time?
Yeah, I think because it was USSR. I think that was what was the dude with the stain on his head? Gorbachev.
It was a birthmark, I think.
Yeah,
This dude with the stain.
I said stained. You know what I'm talking about. You know, yeah, him. Said he was too cool with America or some shit.
Yeah, it was like the late 80s.
Yeah,
right?
late 80s, early 90s.
Ronald Reagan.
Who was after that?
Wasn't it Putin? Was it? Putin hasn't been in charge that long, has he?
Nah, I don't think so. Ah, man, who was the president after Gorbachev? Because he had been there for years.
Boris Yeltsin.
Yeltsin, the guy with the hair.
Boris Yeltsin, yeah.
He kind of just
Guy with the hair.
He kind of just disappeared. I think it was around about then. Yeah, late 80s, early 90s, where they became the Soviet Union.
Yeah, crazy.
The irony in that was the Rocky IV, where they kind of let you know in that movie where things were going to be different. It was a different regime.
Yeah, so I guess this week we'll watch that. The sub thing's over, so this week we'll watch the Russia thing. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That sub thing took up like the whole episode, but
yeah, I couldn't wait to talk about that shit.
Yeah, I figured we should. Was it going on? I don't remember if it was going on last time we recorded or not. But yeah, probably a good idea to wait until it all shook out to talk about it.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, it was pretty obvious how it was going to shake out. Like a submarine goes missing under the ocean. Like I
heard it,
I have no confidence that
they about it.
Like, that thing's fucking gone.
As soon as I heard it, they're done. You go down there a little.
No way. Even if it got swept up by a current or something and it's gone, like you're never gonna find it.
Fucking Kraken got it.
Yeah.
It was they gone, bro. As soon as I heard that, they're dead.
Yep. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, it sucks. Like I said, man, super tragic. Super. I feel bad. Like people are putting out memes, man. That are
it's funny, but it ain't.
Yeah.
That's how I got jokes for everything.
I feel bad for laughing, but some of them are kind of funny.
It's funny, but it ain't.
Some of them are kind of funny, but it's not funny at all. It's actually horrible.
It is.
Yeah, really sad when anybody goes out that way, especially in a horrible way like that. But yeah, stay safe this week. Stay away from the Titanic. Maybe even stay out of the ocean.
Stay your ass out the ocean.
If you're anywhere around the ocean, maybe just
space.
Just give it a break, man. Just give it a break.
Try space.
The ocean's revolting or something.
But if you got 250, yeah, start a business.
Tell you what, we could make the show really, really cool with $250,000. If you're thinking about spending $250,000 to go down to the Titanic, think about instead investing your $250,000 in the Always Chillin' podcast. We'll have all kinds of crazy camera angles. We'll have like animated segments. We'll have our own theme song.
Go live.
We'll go live. We'll have actual cameras instead of one iPhone. We'll have better microphones instead of just ones that plug right into my MacBook.
If
We'll have
you-
like a soundboard thing. We'll
just-
have a guy over there like sliding stuff.
If you're gonna give it away,
Think about it. You know, ask your parents for some money to donate to the Always Just Kidding. We don't have
I mean, if you
like
just-
we don't have any of that shit. We could. I don't know. Everybody has like Patreons and shit. Do you watch YouTube? and
I
stuff?
do.
Like you watch people who are like, yo, subscribe to my fucking Patreon for $20 a month, and you can watch videos that you can't watch here. Well, we're just gonna upload them all to YouTube.
You just
And
gonna-
you don't gotta pay us
you
anything.
ain't gotta pay us nothing.
But if you do have $250,000,
Holla at us.
let us know. We'll take it from you.
We'll have Skinny
You can
D's
be a-
North, Skinny D's South.
We'll put your name at the bottom of all the videos. You'd be a super fan. We'll put you in the logo somewhere. We'll draw a little U and put you in the logo too.
That's major.
For $250,000, money well spent. Anyways, check us out on social media, mostly Instagram and Twitter, maybe TikTok again someday. But we do have TikToks on there if you want to go look at them. If you want to go see our world famous 40,000 view 50 Cent TikTok, that one's gonna
They
be up.
still owe me about
That one's gonna be up there forever. They're on you on your account.
Yeah, I was getting a call. I'm like, what? Oh, wrong account. But I.
So anyways, check us out on social media. If you're listening to us and you want to watch us, videos are on YouTube and Spotify. If you want to listen to us, the audio is pretty much everywhere. If you want to listen instead of watch for some reason, like, comment, subscribe, review us, follow us, recommend us, whatever you do on the app that you use. But most importantly, you have a great week and stay away from the Titanic.
Holla.